April 24th, 1945. Lieutenant Samuels reporting from Dakar, French West Africa. Hello, honey. At last I've got a chance to come into Dakar and make a record for you. The anxiety of making this has really worn me down, but finally the man here has got the equipment working, and it makes me very happy to see this record spin around. It's one I bought all the way from America, and gee, but I'm glad to get it on its way to you. We're in the Frenchman's shop now in downtown Dakar. The equipment is probably the oddest I've ever seen. He has no microphone, so I'm speaking into a loudspeaker. The principle is the same. The tone vibrates and works just like a microphone would. I've got your two records, and soon I hope to put together the crystals you sent and the electric motor that I've gotten here, and I'll be able to hear over and over again the records you've sent. I'll try to get into town at least once a week and get a record off to you. I've got 5 or 6 blanks on hand, but if you'd send me a couple of records each week, blank ones that is, I think they'd really come in handy. On the needle that you bought at home, I believe that if it ever wears down, you can resharpen it, or the needles that you're cutting with on my equipment at home, you can resharpen them. I've got some good ones here. I'm using the one now that Mr. Hurt sent. By the way, I'll have to write him a letter and thank him for the cutting head. It's really a beautiful looking thing, and I can hardly wait to get it into operation. Today I screwed up the motor a little bit, but possibly it'll be working soon and everything will be all right. Honey, I don't know whether you ever met Bob Heaviside. He's come down here with me today. He was at Selfridge Field when we were there, and he does remember you. I'm going to ask him to step over here a second and tell you hello.
I certainly do remember you, Mrs. Samuels. A mighty nice-looking little girl, too. In fact, Sam was mighty lucky to find you somewhere. Down in Texas, I believe it was.
Also, honey, there's the fellow who's running this equipment for me. His name is Duodisc, if I'm not wrong. I'm going to ask him to come in a second.
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je dise? Je parle en anglais, je parle en français.
I think my wife understands a little French from having gone to school. Perhaps if you'll speak to her in French, you'll be able to figure it out.
Madame, nous pouvons dire simplement que Monsieur Sommer, votre mari, est un homme très charmant.
I don't know what he said myself, honey, but he's got a smile on his face, so I guess it's all right. Looks like it's going to be a good recording, so if you'll turn the record on the other side, I'll continue. I'm going to ask Sarah Dweck's wife to come up. She's a very beautiful French woman. She embodies everything that one would ever dream in being a French woman. If I can have her come over here just a second and tell you hello. She's walking over, honey.
Bonjour madame, je suis très heureuse de faire votre connaissance.
I believe she said all she could think of. Honey, the other day, yesterday in fact, I got about 7 or 8 packages from you. Actually, I had to ask the fellas to let me have a Jeep to carry them all over to the barracks. It really filled the back of the Jeep up, and it took me several trips to get them out into the barracks. Right now, my room is literally covered with overseas shippers, and I've really got a supply of junk. I really shouldn't say junk because the word junk to me is a word of endearment. I've got a little bit of everything, enough to keep me busy over here, it seems like, for several years. One of these days, I hope to get my own recorder working, and we have a local broadcasting station here. Perhaps I can cut some records and play them over it. I've forgotten the frequency of that station. Do you know the frequency of our station, Bob? He can't think of it either, honey. He's only in charge of the detachment. But anyway, I'll get the frequency of it, and perhaps you can tune for it. I doubt whether you could ever hear it, but it might come across the water. Today is a very beautiful day. I've spent most of it writing a couple of letters to you describing the packages that you sent and thanking you for them. One of these days I'll miss chow, and I'll take the little stove out you sent me, light a heat tablet, put on some chili, or have a dinner of it, then finish up with the chocolate, the lemonade, the soup, and just everything that you sent. You're really one wonderful to me sending all the packages that I've asked for. I got the volume control today. It works beautifully. The switch was separate, but it's just the kind I wanted because the back of the control can be pried off. The switch can be attached to it, and it works as it's supposed to. This could be one of the best recordings we've ever had because the power on this equipment is very strong. It should take very little volume on your set to pick it up. It's a lot of record here, and honestly, honey, I miss you because making a record with you would make the work twice as easy. I'm a little bit mixed up here, but I love you very much. I miss you, and I'll be happy when the war is over and I can get home. Until another record, this is your loving husband, Joe. Date is April 24th, 1945.